Alrighty, we should be streaming. I'm just checking everything, make sure everything is running okay. Looks like YouTube is a little bit behind still on the live stream. Okay, so I'm seeing the stream on both now. Let me just move some stuff around here. Why is the chat way over here? Okay, move that there. So, new for me on YouTube. So you're all set up. Okay. To the best of my knowledge, everything's running. Let me know in chat if everything is okay for you. With that said, let's continue on. I got to position this a little better. Okay. My chat room's not loading up the way it usually does. Hopefully everything's okay. I'm talking about on Twitch. Unless we have a few followers on YouTube already watching. Welcome to the stream. Now the benefit on YouTube is you get those quality settings. The downside is I don't have as much control, and well, I can add a moderator. I was just thinking about that, but anyway. So what do I want to work on next? I still got tons of stuff to put down. I'm going to start clearing out this forest a bit. It's still too thick. And I lowered my fog a bit. And I don't think I like it. I think I liked it better foggy. More foggy. Let's go for a happy medium between the two. Four still, I think a little too much. Maybe 3.5. It's somewhere around there. So I was doing some builds, and none of my builds would keep this fog on the ground. And I couldn't figure out why. It actually, 3.5. 3.5 I think looks good. I'm going to stay there for a bit. And I couldn't figure out why for quite a while. And then I found out that the terrain, the shader that's used is a standard shader. For some reason, the fog doesn't work on it. But if you switch it over to the legacy shader, it all of a sudden starts working. Yay. Hang on just a sec. Excuse me. So the people watching on YouTube, you happy that we're finally streaming here again? Where'd my road go? It's way over here. That's something I wouldn't mind finding, is some sort of lantern or light post or something like that. Okay. fun part. Let's go and start clearing out some of these trees. Actually, I want the directional light. I just want it to be pretty near black. We don't need a halo. We're going to keep the light baked as I don't have anything. It's so dark, I don't need real-time shadows. On levels that have real or that are not so dark, we can have real-time shadows and I'll flip it on then. But for now, terrain, let's go to the tree tab. Much smaller brush. And let's just run around and see where I want to get rid of some trees. I still want to keep a nice cluster here and there. So here's good. Here's fine. So we start getting into here. There's too much. Yeah, so it's past the cart. Oh, get rid of them. Don't put them. I can't stand this station. So what kind of music does everyone listen to when they're watching streams anyway? Alrighty, here we go. Gotta get zoomed in there first. Terrain. A lot of places where there's more than one tree of the same in the same spot, that'll probably be a prime spot to get rid of them. I should start with the road. This is where people are going to be most spending their time. How's everyone doing? I see you. yakking away on chat on YouTube. Making it really hard to move. Oh. Ah, wrong tool. I forgot to turn off the auto bake, so I'm going to wait for that. Or I'm not going to see anything. I still need crates. I don't have any crates in my game. Every game needs crates. It's just basically a wave shooter. It's just a quick demo. Little coding as possible. Basically something that I can give to someone and show them how to make, like a group of people, and show them how to make it in, a few hours. Aside from the fact that actually sitting down and making a nice realistic level takes a while. 3D model, props. This should actually be a crate category. I don't want to download a huge package just to get crates. I do still need rocks. Not those ones, though. Come on, where's all... I don't need barrels. A bag chair. Don't need wooden fence. I already have that. Oh, rock formations. Oh, Unity, you don't have any examples? Too textured. Too bumpy. This might actually work. Let's go. It's free. That's okay with me. So I've changed the lighting around in here. I no longer have all the direct overhead light. It's all coming from the side. And next time I stream, I'll try to even focus it more just on me instead of the whole area. But I can definitely see the screen now better. Okay, so that's done. Where'd it go? Is it on another window or something? No. Ah. So it didn't import it. Try it again. When was this done? 2012. Am I blind? I'm not seeing it. Oh, what's it called? Oh, okay, it's in standard assets. That's why. The water well. Weird that they put it there. Okay, well, it's too big. What the hell does it have on it? Sound and lights? We don't need sound and lights on it. I'm not sure why it's got animations on it. Let's go check it out. Turn my music off.
You need to shave this thing.
Shut up,
There we go. Ian 2039. Ian, sorry. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. My chat on Twitch is broke. I'm not ignoring you. It's just not loading. Okay. Apparently it's working now. I am streaming on both systems, for those that are interested. Sorry, both systems, both platforms, YouTube and... Wow, they really did light it up, didn't they? Well, we don't want that. Anyway, YouTube and Twitch. The great thing about YouTube is you do have those quality settings if for some reason you're having trouble with the buffering. I need it smaller. Probably about 80%. Let's take a look at this tomb again. Probably about 80% of the height, and definitely get rid of the light. I was hoping there's some sound, but I guess it was just all lights around it. I didn't see any sounds attached to it either. Oh, water well. Where are the lights? Oh, right here. It's got a lot of them. I'll leave them there for now. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Now we'll go look at it. This is the default player controller that comes with Unity. I will not be using this in the final product. It's just something that I can go ahead, grab, throw it in my scene, and just start doing stuff with it. Still bigger than I want it to be. Let's try, I think 60 would be too small. We'll try 70. Should just throw something
You
in there
need
beside
to
it.
shave this thing.
Shut up, Grandma!
Shendai, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Everyone say hello to Shendai.
Good and scruff!
It's close. Maybe 60 would have been good. I can rescale after. That's good enough. Let's go ahead. We'll get rid of those lights and switch over to the standard shader. Bye-bye. And let's get rid of the... So what's under here? Nothing. This is actually the well here, right? Okay. I also want to turn it, well, not scale it, turn it this way-ish. Handles on the right. Yep. And switch the material over to standard. This one should be a straight switch. Turn the smoothness down. Almost empty. There we go. Let's go look at it in game. It should be nice and dark. Now I have a light on me, so as I do get close to things, I can see them. The bloom I can put in the settings. It's on maximum bloom right now. But the characters are actually smaller than this anyway, a little bit. Okay. I'll make sure it's static. It is now. Which of course triggers the auto. I forgot to turn that off. No one reminded me. So now we have the people on YouTube watching as well. Does anyone have plans for a Halloween game? That's actually not the one I want. Too late. I already copied it. What do I want it behind it? Nope. Two. I just wanted one. No, not two. One. There we go. Trying to make it too big. Uh-huh. Um, whoa. That can escalate quickly. I don't like that one. It's too close. Might have to put this one on by hand. There we go. Okay, if I don't have to put it on by hand, great. I just accidentally put some on that road over there. Let me see. How many already there? I'm afraid I don't quite understand you, Krishurk. Maybe you can phrase it a different way. Tell please how many already there is. Story. I'm not sure if you can rephrase it. Maybe. How do you paint models onto the train? Use the terrain tool. It's a detailed mesh. I'll show you in just a sec. Let me check this out. Good. That's the way I want it. If you go into the terrain tools, go over to the, well, you have the tree tool, and then you have the paint details tool. Edit details. You can add grass, or you can add a detailed mesh. And you just go ahead and grab any model you want. You can grab rocks. That's what I'm going to be doing for rocks later. And painting them down. Oopa, oopa. I'm glad you like them. Okay. Well, that's the part I've been dreading, is clearing out all these trees. And not because it's hard to clear them, is I really like having this nice, lush, rich forest. Put something there. And while our road go through here. Is that around the rock? Oh, I don't want to go from behind there. We'll come in from here. Which means paint more trees here. We'll have to find some more buildings to put in here too. I just can't have everything be a tombstone. So something to throw into a spooky forest. I'd like a building. A dumpster. Oh. I'll grab this. I don't know if I'll use it or not. Street lights. So I did need some. Oh, a tent. Depends. The trees, when you add them to through the train, are pretty efficient. I still want to get a lot of those trees out of there. Um, Depending on the platform you're targeting, as far as the triangle count goes. But right now it's running fine, at least on my machine. This is a was it mid 2011 iMac, and it's running fine. I'm getting 60 frames a second on it or higher. But I do want to get some of the trees out of there. Hoping to find some old buildings. A vintage phone book. Doctor Who booth. When you paint each shield, they're included in the same game object terrain. They're part of the terrain. They're actually on the terrain when you paint them on that way. That's why I like to do it that way. And it's really easy to mass place them and mass remove them if you want. And it's really easy later on if you want them to be affected by the wind and everything else. I've actually gone ahead and turned down my bendiness because some of those plants that I was putting down were really bendy. And I didn't want that. But yeah, if you paint them onto the terrain like that, you can't, not that I know of, you can't destroy them. I've never tried. You might be able to attach a script to it, and that script might be a stay on it when you throw it onto the train. It'd be something you have to try. I don't think so, though. Hi, Recon. Okay. Oh, there's barrels. Oh, $2. Ah. A kiosk. Is there like a buildings option I'm just not seeing? I do need tools. I need a shovel still. Dice. There we go. Any other shovels? An axe would be nice. Shovel we need. I'm so bad at looking to see where it's putting it. materials. Where'd the shovel go? Is the stream behind me? See how far the stream is behind me. No. The stream didn't catch it either. Didn't throw it in here, did it? I don't understand why it's just a material. Oh, here we go.
You need to shave this thing.
Shut up, Grandma!
Lucky, 232, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow.
Spirits are good!
I'm gonna say a little
It's
lucky.
rough!
So it's called shovel. There we go. Ah, I just threw it in acid. That's why I'm not seeing it. I hate it when things do this way. Oh, we'll keep that. I'm not using it anymore, but I'm going to keep it in case I do decide to go back to it. Shovel. This goes into shovel. And other materials. Okay, finally got it sorted. Let's go to my wheelbarrow. I'm lost. And another thing that is just really old. All these empty game objects. My lord. It's a friggin' shovel. You don't need this many. There we go. That's the shovel. Should just drag that in. Anyway. And we forgot to update it. And we still need some cool buildings. There's got to be some really cool buildings. I just don't know what to look under. If anyone knows what to look under, by all means, let me know. Maybe environment? Would they put them under? Sorry. Missing it. Oh, excuse me. They should have a whole category for them. Hong Kong. San Francisco house. Campfires. That's something I don't have yet. I was going to put a building here. Maybe I'll put a campfire. It's like when I'm around, oh, what are they? Campfires or? Well, there's quite a few things. Oh, we get mushrooms. Oh, we get crates. I don't mind making fire particles if I have to. I wanted something like really big and epic to throw in there. Campsite might be nice. Okay, this goes under campfire pack. Let's save my scene off. We'll go load up the demo scene. I always like to see what they have there. Because right away I'll decide if I want... Oh, it's a little lower poly than I wanted. Yeah. Excuse me. I like the art style. Not what I want for this particular game, though. Now, I know I have some assets that would go good in here that I've already paid for, but like I said, I want to try to keep everything free for the first version. What's big environment pack? Wow, look at that. I wish I would have found this before I started. Oh, it's $50. I have this one. Yeah, I really like this one. An old rusty building. I had a package or an asset not too long ago that I picked up. Probably still in my folder. Anyway, there was just a bunch of old style buildings, not necessarily wooden. They weren't old. They were just like really cool looking buildings that I want to put in the game, but I can't remember what they were called. I don't want that. I just don't like the roof. I just don't remember what they're under. I just have to see what the Fantasy Forest looks like. I'm not redoing mine. Huh. Not what I'm after. Oh, Weeping Angels. That's a pretty good statue. Doesn't fit the style I'm going for right now. So this is the problem with doing everything for free off the asset stores. Sometimes it can be really hard to find enough things that match. I gotta try this. I want to stick a light right in the center. Yeah, I know if you want free stuff to sort by price. I just like to see what's popular. It is day 3. Did it not update? I probably forgot to hit the update button. There we go, day 3. I kind of like having 2 chats open. Who's watching on both? There's actually more people watching on Twitch than there are on YouTube, which is kind of weird because I thought it'd be the other way around. Oh, we're done over here. Okay, Rune Store. I just want to see what this looks like. I think I'll fit. I'll just stick it right here for now. Ooh. Some of that shine. It's a stone, damn it. It's not a whetstone. I do like that. Now it lights up when I get closer because of the light on me. I have to darken the material a bit. Whoa, 21. Um, it's going to bake all over the place. Let's leave it at real time for now. A little bit bigger, but twice that size, I guess. Just a creepy forest. I know I have to clear some of the trees out, but it's a first-person shooter where everything just comes at you in waves. The game itself is only supposed to last 30 to 60 seconds. I should actually type that up and put it in a command. That way people can just type game. That'd probably be a good idea. Anyone on Twitch good at Nightbot? 3, so we'll go 0.6. It wasn't centered either. It gets so messy up here. I should be better at keeping it sorted. I'm looking at it. There we go. I'm like, I can't even see my first-person controller. That looks pretty good. Let's go full screen just to take a look. Lower it a bit so from afar that's all you see. I don't think I want red though. A little excited there. Calm down. People like this. I don't mind going live on YouTube more often. What I was thinking of doing is for my game dev stuff, go live on both. Then when I play games, I'll just do Twitch. That way there, all you ever want to do, and you want to make sure that you only watch my game dev stuff, it'll be on YouTube. And if you see me on Twitch and I'm not on YouTube, you know I'm playing a game or something. Of course, you'll also be able to tell by the title. I don't know. That's the color. Maybe a bit smaller so you can see through it. I might actually get rid of the halo later on and use a particle effect. That'd probably be better. Is 4 too small? 3 was too small. What's 4 like? Lower it, and I think it's good. Lower and a little to the left. Now I got to move it somewhere cool. Where's my stones folder? I got rid of it with all those other stones. Okay. That's fine. Prefabs, runestone. Bam. Where's my light? I have some music in it. Not ambient music. While you play, there's actually heavy metal music playing. Let me go ahead and I'll turn it on. Let me go turn my music off that I'm actually listening to. Especially now that we're on YouTube. First person controller. We'll go ahead. We'll turn this on. I see all the different lighting effects or camera effects I've been playing with. What about the audio source? We'll unmute on the mixer. Woo! And just run around, shoot and kill stuff, and try not to die. Oh, there's no collider on it. We gotta put a collider. But you get the idea. But we'll go ahead, we'll turn that off. As it gets kind of annoying after a while. Believe it or not. No collider. We'll give that a cylinder. Oh, we can do a capsule. Was it a different engine that I was using that had the, excuse me, cylinder? Yeah. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Whoa, that's too big. Why is it so big? We're going to go in the different, excuse me, axis. Z. It's one of them. There we go. And a little wider. I don't care about the height. Nothing's ever going to be that high anyway. But do need it a little wider. I thought there was a way to tip it. Bring it back a bit on the... Oh, forgot we're on the sea now. Just care about the base. That should be good. Let's try that. These assets are all from the store so far. Oh, forgot that I start in front of it now. There we go. Can't get through it. Okay. Hi, Nightcore. I'll be interested to see how this saves on YouTube. It's also one of the benefits now I don't have to export from Twitch to YouTube. Okay. Now back to trying to find buildings. I wish I could remember what that other building was called. I think it started with a C, but that doesn't help me. Maybe historic. Maybe I paid for it. I thought it was free. I wonder if I can get enough rocks to make a cool rock garden. Could I? This will be 2. I do need a light post, but not this one. It's awfully colorful. Oh, these are actually just already made meshes. I don't want that. Magic idol. I'll load my other project up and just see what it's called. Just give me a second to save this off. I'm not... Oh, how you doing? I guess having 2 chats, it's a little hard to keep up at times. Okay. Was this the one? Yeah, this building. What was it called? Temple. Well, that doesn't help me. Here we go. Palace of... Pretty good. Still alive. If anyone has any questions, now's the time to ask while I'm here. Ah, asset store. So it is under 3D models environment. That's what I'm going to put in that empty spot. Or maybe, actually, I'm going to put that one further away. I think up closer to a wall. Well, maybe not, because you can get into it from 4 different directions. And this will probably be the last major asset I add to the scene. And there's still tons of little things like little weeds, tiny bushes and stuff like that to add around. Wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about something else. Yeah. Fun fact: I can't use occlusion column in the latest version of Unity. Every time I do, it crashes. Every time I try to open up the tab. Just in this project, though. I've had a couple other projects I tried it in, and it worked. So I've got something in this project that occlusion culling does not like. So I'll have to read up on that. So I'm using a new service called, let me take a look. It's a website. Restream.io, Restreamio. You can stream to it and it'll stream out to other websites. I'm not sure if it's introducing any sort of latency. It might be, but if so, probably not that much. The other way I used to do it is I'd run my own Nginx server and restream from there. The benefit of doing it this way is I can stream at 2K and I just stream out to that one site and it handles streaming to everywhere else. Excuse me. We're using the Nginx server. I'd stream 2K to it, and I was just another local machine on my my network. But then it would have to stream out to each of the other ones at 2K, so you'd need 4K. So if this works out, I'll probably stick to this one. Oh. Open up. We'll have to get rid of a few scripts, I think. Come on, open it up. Oh, let's just go delete it. Well, we got rid of other things. I hate those wet rocks. Where is it? All this is just a tray with a bunch of wet stuff. Oh, there it is right there. Duh. We're going to have to fix that up because Why do people always make everything look so wet? Ugh. Okay. Yeah, sweaty rock. Everything in that scene was sweaty. Unfortunately, I'm not getting it textured. The plants. Don't care about that. Why are the materials not on it? Well, it's gonna have to add the textures myself. Great. Well, it's another spooky tree at least. I got two now. Okay, so okay, let's zoom into that empty spot. First things first, terrain. We got to repaint it. Come on, load them up. Good enough. Well, that thing's huge. There we go. Well, before I restart rescaling everything else, let's go run to it and see what it's like size-wise. It's massive. Okay, I got it up too high. I thought I had it lower. Well, I can reasonably scale that down too. Let's try half that size. Come on. No crash. No crash. Do we crash? Well, that looks better. Okay, it's on the ground. Let's get the size right first, then we'll worry about everything else. Oh. Might want to turn that off, someone. Oh, what's up? You need to go boom. I forgot the no crash chant. Yeah. Boo! I still gotta move that runestone somewhere. Done. Okay, palace. Okay, let's go see what the scale's like. I'm being blinded by flashes. I think it's got to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go 0.6 and we'll stick with it. Oh, 0.006. Then we'll go clear some trees. We'll have to retexture it all, but that's fine. All the materials are there. We just got to put them on. And I got to move this. I don't like where it is. I thought it would look cool in the bush, but how the hell do I miss a building that big? I just want to make sure we don't have any floaties. Okay, we do have some floaties. Okay, let's mass remove trees. Oops. Now my road's crooked. have to move the fence. Okay. Okay. Now figure out what material goes where. Oh, they don't have textures on them? Man. I'm going to try to use this. Here's the material under it for the cauldron. How to make it not so shiny. It's a rock. Take a lot of spit to make it that shiny. Maybe this was rock wall with less spit. Pavers. What are pavers? Is that the thing you walk on? I'm going to assume it is. I'm going to assume that's a paver. Walls lower. Walls upper. Not sure how the roof got there, but I'm not going to complain. Wood old. Wood old 2 and support beams. So I said this is wood old. Wood old 2. Wait. And support beams. All right, so support beams, we can leave them a little shiny, make them marble. Just not that shiny. And wood shouldn't be shiny. Not that shiny. It's still shiny. Looks too plastic. I'll crank that down a bit. Let's add some lights in here. Save just in case. Ooh. Oh, they had a sky dome. Eh. Oh, I'm still on textures. That's why. So they consider the cauldron as a building. That's awfully small cauldron. Oh my, it's under the ground. Wow, what the hell? Why is the model so far off of the pivot point? Oh, look, spitty logs. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit play. Oh, yeah. No, this isn't going to make it hard. But at least in the right area. More. Excuse me. Dying. Now, Unity comes with the standard fire. But let's see if there's any really cool ones in the asset store. There's nothing wrong with the Unity one. I just think maybe there might be a cooler one. Explosions. So this is the highest rated free one. It's not going to be what I want. Well, maybe. FX pack. What? Which one was this again? Fire A. Not sure why everything's importing. Missing materials. Doesn't look that cool to me. So let's try Fire G. This actually might be good for when we add the spells. That's better. Of course, you can always do combos. Okay, and these are actually sprite sheets too. Well, we haven't dealt with sprite sheets in a while, have we? Probably not going to use this, to be honest. Nah, screw it. I don't want to use the sprite sheet. I forgot to add light. Oh man, it's even on the wrong side. Not much of a particle system. Who spells tire that way? It's a wildfire. How long is this thing? Oh, it just follows it. How you doing, Pragma? Welcome to the stream. Not a very nice looking fire, is it? Not exactly my prettiest fire. See what this looks like. Ah, it's not cycling. Oh, it's better than I thought it was going to be. I got to fix the smoke. But it is better than I thought it was going to be for fire. The great thing is once you get it done, you just set it as a prefab and you never have to worry about it again.
You need to shave this thing.
Shut up, Grandma! Grow a beard!
Bob
Up in the beard
11?
tree, two
I don't see this how it's
beards
pronounced.
are good!
Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. What do you think? It's not bad. I don't like the glowy parts. Maybe shrink that down and only have that. Let's just leave it for now. I don't want to spend all day just on that. Because I need a bunch of these. Okay, where's that cauldron? Right there, cauldron ground. Fire complex under it. There we go. And this place is called Palace for there. So put that there.
You need to shave this thing.
Shut up, Grandma! Grow a beard! Up in the beard tree, two
Cecilia, welcome to the stream.
and
I seen you
scruff!
poking around there a little while ago. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. You like that? Let me catch up on chat here. I got so tied up playing around with the particles that I missed it. Okay. APD, I'm studying game development here in Norway. And we're creating a game where we need fog effect. And I really like the fog that you have in there. Could you show us how you made it? Sure. I don't mind. Okay. Let me shrink some of this up. Okay, we're going to start off with lighting. I'm just going to turn off all my fog.
You need to shave this thing.
And again, guess Timbro. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully your stay is educational and entertaining. Feel free to chit-chat it up. It won't take long to quickly go over it. So we'll go ahead and grab my first-person controller. On the camera, I have a global fog. So now, if you go ahead, we'll just start this up. You're not really going to see a whole lot. Did I turn my light off? Something? Here we go. This wispy fog is a particle effect. And that's under particles. Zoom in on that. So that's just a big ass particle effect. If we go ahead and we click on the shape.
You need to shave this thing.
Wow. So the wider razor. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. When it rains, it pours. So anyway, the wispy fog. Nothing special about it. It's just clouds that come up. Smoke. Wow. Keroro 772. Welcome to the stream. Where are all these people coming from? Anyway, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So, wispy fog, particle effect. If you need more details on it, I think I did look at it in the first one. So we turn that on. And then to get the rest of the fog in the area, if we go ahead and we'll take a look, there's like nothing. I've turned my light down to 0. The sky is just a solid color. I've set my sky to almost black. It has a little bit of green in it. But go ahead. Nexty, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. All these people coming from YouTube jumping over here or something. Not used to seeing this many people. But anyway, go ahead. Add the global frog script. You can get that from the effects package. If you go ahead and insert. Pragna 4000, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. So import package effects, and that'll get you the global fog.
You need to shave this thing.
I'm being trolled. Hard tactile. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. We're going to slow down on those, so I'll catch up on them when I'm done this part. So anyway, go ahead, turn it on. I've gone ahead and just played a lot with the settings. Really, you just have to season the taste. And if we just turn on the global fog and go look. Now, I do have my camera set to deferred rendering. So there you go. Now, to change the color of the fog, I lost my mouse.
You need to shave this thing.
That's Spider 007. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Now, to get the color, you got to open up the lighting tab, come down to fog, and it's going to give this thing that's saying that opaque objects will not work with fog and deferred lighting. This is where you change the color. I'm not really sure if it actually does anything turned on if you have global fog on. When I was playing around with to see if there's any hit in performance, there didn't seem to be. Now, I have been constantly turning my fog up and down just to find that sweet setting that I like for my game. Again, it's just season to taste. Just a few things that you got to play around with. Oh yeah, I was copying my torch. But anyway, that's how I did the fog. No, just me. All your love is mine. What do we got here? Okay, so cauldron. Let's duplicate. Wow. It doesn't even, I forgot that it's, when I rotate, this is, I don't know why the pivot point is so far off on this. I just don't feel like loading it up into a modeling package to change. I'm not sure if you can change the pivot point in Unity itself. If you can, by all means, let me know. I'd love to know how to do that. You want to pull the beard? My son does all the time. I could probably start selling beard hairs on eBay. My son pulls on it so much. Little envelope. That'd be so nasty. Great. My mouth give me a century overload. I've already lost where I am. Okay, right here. Before I went and put a fence in the game to block off a lot of the area, I used to get so lost. How does this look from afar? Now, if I actually sat there long enough to let those light maps bake in, just want to double check to make sure that they are baked. Let's do a soft shadow, actually. To reiterate what I said earlier, since it's so dark, I don't really need real-time shadows, and I don't have anything in the game that moves dynamically anyway. And that should affect this one as well. I'm actually going to bring this up another 2. I want it to be 10. Don't need the halo. That's just going to make sense. Cayenne Rose. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Everyone say hello to Kai. I didn't even realize we had that many on Twitch watching. Why, thank you. Emin the Dutch guy. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Where are all these people coming from? Yeah, I actually started off as a streamer. I got this silly ad playing in my ear. Just a sec. I actually started off as a streamer. YouTube came after. And I've always loved streaming. I've always wanted to get back into streaming. And I did for a little while at the beginning of the year. When my son got out of school, I have a 6-year-old son. And when he's out of school, he's down here a lot. And it's just hard to stream when I've got this 6-year-old hanging off my back, wanting to play a game on a console, just constantly standing here talking. And hello, Wolfcraft. Welcome to the stream. Never say hello to Roll. And so I just stopped over the summer. We were doing a lot of traveling and everything else too, so I really didn't have time. Well, there was a few days. But I would like to get back into it. It's just the time commitment. Valware, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Anyway, I would like to get back in, maybe 2 days a week, try to get on a regular schedule again. Maybe, I don't know, Tuesday, Thursday or something like that, where I know a lot of people find the programming live streams a little boring, but the more visual stuff I would like to do. I had a beer. So if I can find enough stuff like this where the client doesn't mind me streaming stuff, and this here is just for a project for a website, but I don't mind doing this, and it's easy. Admittedly, I don't do a whole lot of level design. I usually just code. But it's good practice. Kaz, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Say hello to Kaz. For those that are watching actually on Twitch and YouTube, would you like to see more streaming like this? Like I said, as I get more time, I can go more days, but for now, I could probably squeeze in 2 days a week. And when I stream, it would have to be when my son's at school. So we're looking at about 9. The Weedy one, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. So when I stream, it would be from 9 a.m. my time, which is Eastern, to about 2, maybe 2:30. So between 2 and 2:30 is when I quit. So it'd only be what? What's that? 4, 6 hours? Well, that's actually pretty good. Oh, no, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So 5 hours. That'd be 10 hours a week. And again, I would like to get more in, but it's just hard to find that time. Like I said, it has to be when my son's in school, and that's usually when I'm doing real work. But anyway, choo-choo. Hang on. Big cough. Excuse me. But yeah, go ahead and let me know in chat on both YouTube and on Twitch if you'd actually like to see more of this, because I wouldn't mind setting more up. I'm not sure what you meant by choo-choo. It's Eastern. It's -5 GMT. So there's lots of places you can go online to look up and see what that is in your time. No, I have a bronchial infection. Every time I get a serious flu, I always end up with bacterial infection in my lungs. And it just takes time to heal, or I can go to the doctors and get some antibiotics and clear it up a lot quicker. It just annoys me that the prescription's like $5, but the visit to the doctor is like $100 to $200 just to have them look me over and go, "Yep, here's your prescription." It's So we'll see. I'll give it a little bit more time, see if it clears up. If it doesn't, I'll have to fork out the money and go to the doctors. Yeah. And plus, I'm going to try to stream it also onto YouTube consistently as well. What I had been doing was I would do it on YouTube or on Twitch, and then I would just upload it to YouTube through Twitch, the upload service, because I don't want to get caught up in that whole thing about editing. Like the other day, we did a 7-hour stream, and rule of thumb is it takes me about 3 hours editing. 3 times the length of the video to edit to get it ready for YouTube, and I don't want to spend 21 hours, editing. Not to mention that I have to re-encode it and upload it. So I just want to use
You need to shave this thing.
Shut up, Grandma!
the upload service. Probably feel a lovely stream. Thank you for following. But this way here, I don't have to worry about the upload. It automatically gets put there. Even if people aren't watching on YouTube, it still puts it there automatically for me. We'll see how it goes. I think this will be a better way to do it. I'll know by tomorrow. Okay, I was doing something. I know I was taking that break to let the light maps catch up. I guess you can't see the light maps. Let me go ahead and show you down in the corner. Right down here in the bottom left, it's baking out all the light maps as I do things. And I kind of want to see how bright the light maps are going to be in this area before I continue, but I don't know how long it's going to be. And if I take my headset off, woo, I can hear that computer's fans just whistling away. But anyway, more beard. Actually, the person I was talking about my beard being longer, it used to actually be a lot longer and bushier. This is about the length, usually a little bit shorter. I go in and get it trimmed about every month. It's usually a little bit shorter. This is where I keep it. I just don't want to be, like ZZ Top running around. Part of me wants to see how long I can get it, but part of me is like, eh. Anyway, so do people want to see more streams? I'm not sure what you mean by lulls putting sound off. When I was coughing, if I know a big cough is coming and I can hit that mute button in time, I have a mixer, and if I can hit that mute button in time, I'll do it. But there's no guarantee. Thanks, appreciate it. But not you. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Okay. And I got 2 sets of chat to watch. So let me just catch up on this one too. Okay, so you like the YouTube as one as well? I was surprised. I thought there'd be more people on YouTube. I did a quick one this morning when I was testing out with my son playing, and we had more viewers than this. And he's playing Batman. But anyway, let's go ahead and we'll shrink up these I need 8 of these. I'm not sure why. Oh, damn it. All this time. When did I click pivot? I guess it's always been on pivot. What I should have had it was centered. But this here is supposed to change too. Oh, looks like we're going to have to flatten the land out here too. That's fine. And color it. Okay, let's get that train fixed up. Train. Where is it? My train tool right here. Low opacity. Okay, let's go check that out. We now have torches on the front and the back. Looks like they're not centered right on the front. So I gotta move that rock. There we go. That adds something extra to the scene to look at. Okay, flatten it a bit more, I guess. At least the path. Flatten the path, maybe. Not too sweaty. So I don't know about this texture. I like it, but I don't like it. The striations, I guess we'll call it. I'm not sure. Oh, is it centered? No, it needs to be moved over a bit more. Not my best looking fire, but it'll do. So I need 2 more for out here. Nothing's buried, right? We could lower it a bit there too. We got to put some torches or chandelier type things in here. And a couple more here, which means we'll have to take these trees out. Oh, why did it have to be so big? Okay. Train tool. I'm going to indent the path a bit. My opacity's up too high. I don't want a steep cliff where it is. I just want it over a bit. So we'll grab that one and this one. And accidentally grab the lights. I want this cauldron and this one. About there. And I'm ignoring chat again. I'm really bad at this, aren't I? Let me see. Show the map during gameplay. It's pretty small. Like here. Well, I shouldn't actually say that. This is the standard size of a Unity map or terrain block. It's 500 by 500. And honestly, the playable area is what? Maybe 25% of that, if even. I'll say 20%. And I went ahead and threw a fence in. You can see it right here. Hopefully you can see it on the stream. I've got this fence that goes around that holds the player back from what? Maybe 20% of the playable area. I lost my fence. It's right there. So that's the fence there. So this is what they have to run around and play in right now. And the reason why I did that is it's only meant for a demo. I can move that fence further and further as I develop more and more areas. But just to hurry up and get that initial game out. But yeah, like when I didn't have this fence, I had the player just spawning in here and I would just get lost. It's actually quite funny. So You don't really need a huge map. And for this one here, I wanted an arena style map. I think this game would be fun if it was multiplayer. Once we start adding in the models, maybe even different class systems. Who knows? Maybe this will end up being hack and slash, the map for it. I don't think so. But you never know. I've spent so much time on this map. Anyway. Zoom in. Zoom in. Come on. I'm hitting F. What are we at for light? Oh my god, there's so much to do for light maps. I'm gonna have to. I gotta take my kid out shopping later. He's been a good boy. He's doing really good at school, so he gets to go to Toys R Us shopping. I wasn't going to do teams. I was going to do everyone's on the same team. And as a team, you collectively just try to survive the zombie waves. Whatever I put in, zombies, skeletons, whatever I find. So far, I've really only found a couple of good models that are free. I found lots that you can pay for. But like I said, the initial version, probably not going to look that great. But it's everything in it is going to be free. So anyone can do it. And after that, the next version is when I'm actually going to start putting paid stuff in. And I think that's after I'm done with the paid stuff, that's when I'll actually start getting into a lot more complex systems. Boy, baking out those light maps. Let's pause that. This is silly. We'll just pause it for now. And if I rotate, it's not going to rotate properly, is it? Oh, it is. Can I just do like a 90 degree? Oh, son of a... Need to rotate just a bit more. Yeah, I'm going to have to move that fence if I'm going to be using this building here, and I've spent so much time on it already today that I'm using it, damn it. Okay, I need it up a little bit further. Let's go check that out. That's a lot of fire. Now, as I get the game expanded, I'll probably be moving that back to a different area. I still haven't... Well, see, these are actually wood. I was originally thinking they were going to be marble. They're too shiny for me. I like the texturing. The texturing is really good on it. You've got the knots, you've got the grain, you've got some engravings on it. Texture-wise, it's really great. I just got to fix the shininess. It looks too plasticky. Same here. These walls are too plasticky. And to be honest, the other things are up so high I can't see them. And it's so dark, I don't think it matters. Now, it might change once I put light up there, but for the pillars and this wall, I got to turn that down. So to the right, just a tad. And get rid of these trees. Well, no one says I have to have all the torches on, right? It could be something where they... Well, never mind. I want to start adding quests to the game to turn them on. Okay, let's fix those textures. Or materials, sorry. Oh, again. It's got an animator on it. We don't need an animator. There's no animations. Columns. Where's that texture? Right here. Come on, get over. I won't go. Screw it. What's that blue thing over there? Why do I have some blue trees in here? Ah, Unity. I love you. And yeah, the shyness is way too much. And these two got to be moved ever so slightly. And this one. Oh, wrong. I need both. Oh, I'm holding the wrong key, that's why. Perfect. And while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and move that stone. I want that stone over here. Or do I? Yeah, I want those magic stones over here. Let's fix some of this dirt too. Look at all the probes left over from where I had all the trees. It still hasn't finished baking those. Click the terrain. Come on. Gotta put bushes in here. Whoa, got some trains sticking up here. Let's fix that. Let's go around the outside, make sure everything else is okay. Get rid of these trees. Oh, no, not that many. We're allowed to have some trees. Boop. Okay. Maybe put a fence here too. Ooh. How you doing, 42 Studios? I gotta catch up here. I have zombies and skeletons. I think it was just mostly skeletons. And I really should do an about command on Twitch. So that's where most of the action is. Let's see if I remember how this guy spells it. There we go. So let me see. Where's his... These were the ones I was going to make as playable characters. But I realized $40 for some people is a lot of money. But originally I'm just going to start off as the magic user and you're just going to be casting fireballs. Or it could be the priest and you cast like holy balls of light, whatever. Anyway, it's going to be... Well, we can shoot beams. It's going to be some sort of magic particle system with a ray cast. No, sorry, not a magic particle system. A line renderer? Well, there'll probably be a particle system in there as well. But anyway, I'm going to be using that to shoot. And there'll be small power-ups in the game where you can get a few other skills. Maybe there's like 4 skills total. And as you kill stuff, they drop power-ups. And whatever class you're on, you can build up to, you know, like all 4 of your powers. Kind of like a mini MOBA. But they also have these guys, the Undead Pack. Just a second. Excuse me. So this is 35, so 75 total. But you have, this is actually a magic user. You have an archer and you have your melee. So your basic 3 types of skeletons and your 4 basic classes. I think that'll be fine for a nice small game. And like I said, I don't know. Might end up turning into my little hack and slash game. I hadn't planned it, but it might. I've put enough time in on it. I might as well, right? But anyway, there you go. So we got that fixed. We got that done. I've got 2 torches left to do. What time is it? Oh man, it's only 2:24. I'll probably take a small break. I'm going to make another coffee because I don't want another beer. I didn't realize, oh my God, what time did I have that beer at? Why did it take me so long? I am going to make a coffee. But let's at least get this done. Oh, crap. What did I just do? Put a mountain of sand here. There we go. Anyway, I'm going to make a coffee. I have a Keurig, so it only takes like 60 seconds. Gives me a chance to get up, stretch my legs. And let the light maps go a bit. I'll just hit the bake button, see if we can't get through all of it while I'm gone. That'd be awesome. Whoa, did I just hit that perfectly? Probably not. Nope. Damn close, though. There we go. I'm going to check it out. We got a little bit of dirt here to remove. Let's get that while I'm here. End up here. Oh my God, I missed all this. Okay. Whoa, where's all these trees? I gotta delete some of these. 3 in a row. Oh, am I headed the right way? No. That's why I have such bad lungs. Centered pretty good. And when I get back, I'm going to be working on this side. Before I go, I do want to put the table inside. We'll do that. Because the table looks pretty darn cool. Alright, so we got all that done.
You need to shave this thing.
Jack Strength. Oh, welcome to the stream. Everyone say hello to Jack. Origin for Frank. Hey, YouTube, you're getting a little quiet over there. Is anyone still watching? Everyone fell asleep. Twitch is outdoing you. Let me catch up on chat real quick, too. Okay, so yeah, for me, it's 2:27 right now. So, yeah, between the UK and here, there's 5 hours difference. I knew that. So, if you're wondering about the time that I'm going to start streaming, I'm going to start streaming at 9 a.m., possibly 8. I'm going to just try to stick to 9, though. It gives me... I dropped my son off at the bus stop at a little before 8. So, that gives me an hour to get in, get something to eat, have a shower, basically get set up. So if I start at 9, that's, 9 in the morning, my time. 5 hours later would be what, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2? Okay, 2. So that'll be 2 p.m. UK time. I think it's London Standard Time, whatever. What is all this level design for? For a wave style game where they just have a lot of zombies come out. Yeah, I'm not sure what you call them. I'm going to start off with skeletons, but it does look like we're going to have zombies later. What happened to my road? Right there? I'm at the wrong end, that's why. But yeah, it's just a bunch of hordes. You just last as long as you can. It's really not meant to last, well, at least the single player mode, more than 30 seconds, a minute max. A very quick game, but when we add multiplayer, it'll last longer, and that's when I'll start putting in stuff like power-ups and whatnot. Let me quickly check here. Why, gang, can you not watch the stream here in Germany? I don't know. I think that's a German thing. I know Germany's pretty strict on a lot of that stuff. There was something about YouTube in Germany as well, and I can't remember what it was I was reading about. Are you saying no because of the YouTube European laws, or there's no European YouTube laws? I know Germany has strict laws on media. I'm not really sure if that's something. Either way, it's out of my control. I stream. Once it goes to Twitch or YouTube in this case, it's out of my hands. I have absolutely no control over it. I wonder if it had anything to do. Yesterday, I was playing around with this broadcaster language mode. Maybe you have to be registered as speaking English. I turned it back off. I'm not really sure what it does. I just wanted to get it so that people had to speak English in chat. Since I speak English, I want to make sure I know what everyone's saying. I'm glad you like it. Well, Twitch is the primary place that I stream. I'm just trying out the whole new YouTube thing now since the latency. Well, let's see. Let's see how long the latency is in YouTube. So put my hand up and we'll just count. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000, 11 1,000, 12 1,000. 13 1,000. So it's 13 seconds for YouTube and about 9 or 10 for Twitch. Now, if you weren't here earlier, I'm going through a new service called Restreamio, I think it was called. Well, here, I got the website right here. Yeah, Restream.io, Restreamio. And it allows me to stream out to multiple services at once. Now, I used to do this before with an Nginx server. This way it's just easier for me. So if this works, it's not that bad. 10 seconds lag on average. We'll say 10 to 15 seconds lag. That's really not that bad. I can live with that. Twitch used to be like 30 seconds lag for me before, so that's actually pretty good. Okay, but anyway, let's get this table done. Unless anyone has any more questions. Okay. Table. Find that table. Afterburner. Oh, I did want to look at Dust Storm too. So here you go. Here's another potential fog effect for you. Change the color. I would slow it down too. It would work. Change the color. I like it more this color. I'm not going to go through all of it. Shape. It's a big square. You'll want to slow it down, so change the velocity. Well, it has color over lifetime. Huh. I would probably make it a little bit smaller too for size. But someone else is looking for fog. Another potential option. That's originally how I was planning on doing it anyway. But I just happened to find this other particle system that worked really well too. Excuse me. Okay, back into here. We don't need this. Let's get rid of it. Trying to move one folder. I don't need it. Oh, I should have saved first. Save. There we go. Now this is now empty. Let's delete it. I'm actually going to move both of these into there too. Just getting rid of some of the extra folder hierarchy. It annoys me when you get stuff buried so deep. Okay, so meshes, buildings. Where's that table? Oh, I guess we're done. I'm tempted to try that out, but not now. So I guess it's under props, the table. Ooh, rocks. Not liking that rock at all. So here's the table. We got to put a material on it still. It's a nice big table. And again, the pivot point, way the hell off. Luckily, we can grab the center of it instead of the pivot point. I don't know why they have the pivot point so far off on these models. I didn't think it was last time. And I'm going to go down to the textures. Get rid of a lot of this. What do they have in here for textures? Anything I might like? Probably not. I'll take a look at them after. But anyway, props, table. Oh, textures. Props, table. I bet it's shiny. Is it all spitty? I'm going to make this really metal. Heavy metal. What do we go? We got the standard. Full metal. It's how mirrored do I want it to be? It's really dark, so I don't think mirroring it too much would be that beneficial. Since it's so dark, we're just not really going to see anything anyway. Uh-oh. Save, save. I'm going to put this in my house. My house, like I'm going to live here. Okay, we'll line it up with the center here. That's about right. And the center here. That's about right. That's pretty close to being in the center. And mark it as static. And throw it as part of that palace. Save it. Check it out, and we'll make that coffee, finally. Looks beast. This is an iMac. It's an old iMac. It's mid-2011. I like using it to develop. There's that blue tree. Those blue trees that turn green. I think it's because it's in the middle of a light map. And that's when I stopped it, and that's why they've turned that color. So when I finish off the light maps, it'll turn back. I'm lost. Damn it. It's such a small map. How do I get lost? There's a house that's literally on fire. And I can't find it. It's a tiny map. Where's my flaming house? Stupid trees. Maybe I will leave all the trees in. Okay, there's the fence. Wait a minute. I'm back at the graveyard. Ah, I'm on the wrong side of the map now. I don't know how I get lost in such a small map. Okay, so that looks really cool.
You need
I
to
wonder if
shave
there's a
this
way.
thing.
Shut up, Grandma! Grow a beard!
I'm not even going to pronounce that.
To the beard, 'cause
Cabbage.
beards are good. And tough.
Anyway, Cavis, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully you enjoy the stream and find it informative. I wonder if there's a way to make that ball glow, but have a brighter light around it. I could just do it with a sphere in the center and stick a light and just have... Oh, we'll just leave it like that for now. But let's see if we can see anything on this table. Look at that. Once we get torches in here, I'm almost tempted to make it super polished and very shiny / reflective. Or go the opposite way and just make it very rough. That's actually pretty awesome. Oh, is all the smoke blowing the same direction? Since that's the particle effect? No, it isn't. So I'm actually going to have to go in and either change the particle effect for each smoke. Because that smoke's blowing that way. That's blowing that way. Oh, what happened to the ones I put here? I forgot to duplicate. I just moved. You guys didn't tell me? Let me check up here. Dalton, hi, how you doing? I don't want to make a mini map. The level's so damn small. I don't need one. I just keep getting lost. I am using the bloom effect. That's why everything's so glowy. So I accidentally moved those, so we'll have to move them back. Can't believe I forgot. Or can't believe I did that. Okay. Give me you. And you. Let's duplicate. Okay, this time I'm not moving them. I don't think they're rotated properly either. There. Now they should all be properly done. They don't glow? I assume you are using Unity 5, right? I didn't use Unity 4 that much. I do like that effect, though, with the glowing ball inside. Centered enough.
You need to shave this thing.
Shut up, Grandma! Grow a beard!
Warband 2013, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
And scruff!
Wow, a lot of people today. I guess Sunday's the day to stream.
You need to shave
Here we
this
go.
thing.
Dalton 4680, along with the stream. Thank you for the follow.
And scruff!
Wow. Let me just check something out real quick here. If anyone has any questions, go ahead. I'm going to start my light maps. Then I'm going to go quickly make a coffee, get up to stretch my legs for a bit, go to the bathroom. I advise you guys to do the same if you haven't done so yet. I'll be gone 60 minutes, or 60 minutes, 60 seconds. Give me 2 minutes. I've been sitting in this chair for how long? 2.5 hours. Wow.
You need to shave this thing.
Shut up, Grandma! Grow a beard!
Sasha Nyasha.
Cause beards are good!
Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Anyway, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I used to follow. Just trying to get this set up. Okay. Light maps are baking. Just so you guys can actually see them while I'm gone, I'll turn this off. You can see it down in the bottom right corner. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and post them in the chat, and I'll answer them when I get back. Unless it scrolls by too quick, in which case, just repost it. Let me see. The bloom isn't too bad. It doesn't make everything glow. It's really nice for making the bright spots have that nice smooth glow around it. That's what I like it for. Proteus, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Everyone say hello to Proteus.
And scruff!
Oh, there you go, talking, and I think it's Russian. I don't know who the Russian dad Morose is. I'm glad you like the look of it. I think I was really surprised when I started playing around with the fog and the lighting the other day. I did not expect it to look this good this quick, especially just using free assets. And I keep wanting to go out and buy some assets to put into it, but It's looking so good free. And if I keep it free, everyone can build this. There's no reason why you can't. It just takes a little time and practice. I only speak English. If we could possibly keep all the chat in English, please. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any more questions, so I'm going to quickly go up, get my coffee, maybe something cold to drink as well, and I got to go drain the lizard. So back in about 60 seconds.
You need to shave this thing.
Shut up, Grandma! Grow a beard! Defend the beard! Drink to the beard! Cause beards are good! And scruff!
All right, all right, all right. I'm back. Oh, Dad Morez, you're Santa. Oh, okay. Well, I get that quite a bit. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll turn. Oh, man. That light mapping's still taking a while. I was kind of hoping it would be done. You should feel the heat being thrown off by this beast right now. Woo! So what's everyone think of the t-shirt? Okay. Oh, thank you. AI is such a specialized thing per game. Now, your checkers AI is completely different than your RPG MMO AI, which is going to be completely different than any other game. So it's kind of hard to cover AI. Stuff like level design. Well, that just works in any game. I should not have gotten a coffee considering how much heat this thing's throwing off. And it's not any closer to being done. Okay, next up. I guess I could have just put 4 around here instead of having 8. That's Lumana. I'm using, that's an iMac 2011, mid 2011. That's the one I do most of my game dev on. It's old enough and the specs are low enough that I feel that if it runs good on this machine, then I'm fine with it. It's a Mac, so the specs, back in 2011 were not the greatest anyway. Let me see if I can pull them up. Yeah, so it's a 3.4 gigahertz Core i7, 32 megs of RAM. But the video card's a Radeon 6970, 2 gigs. I don't think, I can't remember. I don't think it's a beastly video card by any means. I think it's actually a mobile video card, isn't it? Yeah, the M has an M on it. It's a mobile video card. So it's by no means a beast. So if it runs good on this, I feel that it'll run good on pretty much any computer, average computer in the last 5 years. I have a good mic. It's right there. The computer's probably about 1.5 feet away. The thing with Macs is they don't have very good heat dissipation. So they heat up very quick and they just throttle like crazy. If there's one thing that I don't like about Macs, that would probably be it. But I like the look. I like the solid aluminum. I don't care about like the OS as far as the internals go because I jump between Windows and Mac OS all the time. Almost every application that I use works on either operating system, so that alone doesn't bother me. So again, the internals, anything inside of the Mac you can put inside of a PC. Yeah, it's just the solid. Like, I'll probably never buy another laptop except a Mac because I love that metal construction, the solid metal construction, the weight, the feel, everything about it. I used to buy a lot of, I guess, plasticky laptops, and it's not that I'm rough, I just use them a lot, and they eventually break. So I'd rather, and whatever I run has to be able to run Mac OS on it anyway for work. So I need both operating systems. So because of that, iMac, it's nice, it's small, it sits on my desk. I don't have to worry about the computer at the side, even though I do have 2 computers, one on each side of me here for PCs. All my streaming stuff, that's through a PC. I'll have to do a video on that, I guess. Maybe just throw it up there so when people want to see, ooh, that's what we can do. Who wants to see a tour? Let me see. When I get to 1,000 followers on Twitch, what are we at? When we get to 1,000 followers on Twitch, I'll do a desk tour so you can see what I have set up and what I use. It's not going to be a house tour or an office tour. I'll do a desk tour for you, though. Let me quickly catch up. I used to use Rain. I don't want to say it's slow. For most stuff, it's going to be fine. But since Unity has navigation meshes already built in, I really like their navigation meshes. I do have a video up on YouTube about the navigation mesh. So go ahead and take a look at that. Oh my God, 85 more jobs. But anyway, go ahead and take a look at that. As far as the rest of the AI goes, as far as, do I attack? Like, what do I do? It's not that hard to start scripting that stuff, and you really should learn. If you don't want to get into scripting, you can go pick up stuff like, what was it, Playmaker? Visual scripting. Unity is working on their own
You need to
version
shave this
of
thing.
visual
Shut up,
scripting, but they
Grandma!
don't
Grow
have
a
it
beard!
ready.
The fin
Besides
the
that,
beard!
welcome
Drink
to the
to
stream.
the
Thank you for
beard,
the
'cause
follow.
beards are good and scruff!
But yeah, you can go ahead and pick up Playmaker. Between Playmaker and the navigation mesh, you're probably like, what, 90% of the way to having your own AI anyway. I believe Playmaker is actually used in Hearthstone as well. I was looking at the Playmaker site, and I'm pretty sure they had Hearthstone listed as one of the games that uses Playmaker. Hang on. Excuse me again. What else? Yeah. I like the Mac devices. I've got an Apple. Here. I still use my Galaxy. I like Android OS better. But, and this is a Galaxy Note. But I still use my iPhone 6 probably the most. I like the device better, but I like the Android operating system better. Well, it's not even that I like the Android operating system better. I like the Google services better. The map, the search, everything. Google Now, just everything about it. I just like it better than what Apple has. But being a developer, you got to live in both systems. You have no choice. If you want to get into game dev, you're really not going to have a choice because you're probably going to be looking at mobile at this age in the game, especially if you're using Unity. You're looking at both. You have the ability to develop for all these different platforms. You should take advantage of it. And I believe you can make a Mac build even if you're just on a PC. You don't need to have any extra hardware or anything out. In order to make iOS, you do need an actual system running iOS so you can run Xcode. And the same for Windows Mobile. You need to have Windows installed somewhere so you can actually build for that as well. But outside of that, you can develop for all these different platforms, so you might as well take advantage of it. Let's see. You want to see my video setup? Well, 1,000 followers will do it. Yeah, it's followers here. That's fine, Drusilla. Personal taste. You like Playmaker? I've never used it, but that's because I'm a coder. I'm just used to coding. When you get into visual coding, I think if you had some tool where you could just like click a button for the artist out there, where you could just click a button and start making models. Sure, it might make you a car, but it's not going to be. When you start losing that level of control in the field that you're in, it's just not very fun. That's usually where I end up at it. The Forest is also made with Playmaker. I've seen the Forest online. My son watches a lot of YouTube. I haven't played it yet, but I imagine there's quite a few. I've never had a problem with customer service. Anytime I've ever had a problem with any Apple product, I've been able to bring it in and they address it right away. On my older laptop, it was a 2007. That the battery underneath, it's designed that when it starts to go, it has this like sort of like, I don't want to call it explosion because that just sounds bad, but it like super inflates and pops it out. So I brought it in, even though it was out of warranty and everything else. The battery was old. They just like replaced it for free. Like I've never had a problem with the customer service. Of course, that could be a store per store thing. And as far as pricing goes, I've sat down, and so many people will sit down and go, okay, it's got a 3.4 gigahertz i7 in it. Let's go look for the cheapest 3.4 gigahertz i7. If you actually sat down and grabbed the exact same memory, the exact same processor, the exact same video card, and all that, price is pretty much the exact same. When I built my streaming machine, I was actually looking to, do I want a Mac Mini maybe? Because, it's nice and small, just sits there, and plus it looks like, I like that aluminum look. It's a personal preference. Some people don't like it, that's fine. It's small enough, you can hide it anywhere. But I started going around, started pricing things out, and I ultimately went with a Windows machine because the applications that I wanted to run only ran on Windows. But as far as things like a Mac Mini, I could easily just put Windows on it. The big deciding factor is the fact that I wanted to be able to upgrade the video card consistently if I needed to. And there wasn't any Macs that you can do that with. And I didn't want to buy a Mac Pro. I wanted to keep it as cheap as possible because it's only meant to stream and encode. That's it. That's all this machine does. It's got a NVIDIA GTX 770 in it, and with 2 gigs of RAM. And the processor's the 4790K. Those two things alone were probably about $400. It's got a micro ATX motherboard in it. I think 16 gigs of RAM. The most expensive thing was it wasn't the most expensive. The thing I splurged the most on was the case, and it's because I just liked that case. But the whole system you could build for less than $1,000. That's everything. Probably way less. It's probably get it for under $800. I can't remember how much I spent on it because I picked it up a piece here, piece there. I've got a few different capture cards stuck into it too. But because of that, like I said, there was Windows stuff that I needed to run. That was the only reason I got it. I almost got a Mac for that too. And to be honest, since I run Unity on Windows and Mac, I find I have a lot less trouble with it on the Mac side than I do on Windows.
Shut up, Grandma!
Yes,
Grandma
Unity
beer.
side. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow.
Because beards are good and scruff.
Let me see. Oh, I'm falling way behind in chat. What do you think you can make? Can you make a living out of game development? Well, yeah, sure. If you're willing to put in enough time. Unity makes it easy. It also depends on what you need to live. I'm married. I live in a country, even though I'm Canadian, I'm currently living in the U.S. Where I live, it's not super expensive, but it's still an expensive place to live. There's me, there's my wife, there's my son. We've become accustomed to a certain level of lifestyle. I've got to be able to make sure whatever I'm doing makes that amount of money. Jevless, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. So, could I do it with game development? Probably. But what I'm doing right now, it does everything I need. So I don't see the reason why to change. I enjoy it. I don't mind being freelance. I did do a lot of game dev a few years ago. Got out of it a bit. I just got busy. Just didn't have the time for it. Now I'm starting to get back into it. I might start publishing stuff again. Who knows? This might be the first game that I actually go ahead and publish. Especially once we get the first version done. Even the second version done where we get the classes in. I can see if people play it and they like it, I might go ahead and just start spending more time on it. I don't mind streaming the whole thing too. Like it's a personal project, so stuff like that I can stream. Client stuff, you understandably, I can't always stream, right? Let me see. I gotta scroll up. I've fallen so far behind. Talk too much, apparently. Yeah. I can't remember what the video was called, but I know it was a Patreon requested video. One of my patrons. One of my patrons. There we go. One of my patrons on Patreon requested the video, so I went ahead and did it. So it's got like a blue background, orange border, and it wasn't that. Well, actually, it probably was a long time ago. I can't remember. It was a few months ago, maybe a month. Was it in July? Maybe beginning of July. So 2 months worth of stuff. Playmaker. Tear it up equals Unity. I'm not sure what you meant by that. Velox? Yeah. Another thing to take note of with game development is that there's a ton of money in it, but it's like a lot of capitalistic systems now where that, 90% of the money goes to maybe the top 5 to 10% of the people. So you got to keep that in mind as well. Sit down and take a look on what you can develop for. Maybe your best bet to start off with is if you've already got a website, throwing games up on there, throwing some ads in it, microtransactions possibly. If you're looking at mobile, I really do like Unity ads. I've talked to a few people that are actually running Unity ads, and it's funny. If you look at advertising in games, even just a few years ago, you could never, ever, ever, under any conditions, incentivize anyone to either click an ad to install something or to watch a video or anything. Now you can. You can be like, hey, watch this video. I'll give you, 1 gem in this game. And people will sit there and click and watch this, this 15 to 30 second video just to get that 1 gem. Of course, you obviously got to make it worth it. Maybe in your game it has to be 2 gems or something. But yeah, they'll also go and install this game and I'll give you 10 gems. And they'll run off and they'll install this game and everything else. So right now, that's really good. I love that aspect of being able to incentivize players to interact with the ads. I think right now for an indie, someone just getting into it, that's definitely something you want to look into. And integrating Unity ads is not hard at all. For your first few projects, you're probably never going to want to ever charge for the game. You're mostly going to want to put it out there and look for feedback. Keep that in mind as well, I guess. It even has controls to the window and resolution options. 42 Studios. What was it? Oh, okay. You're talking about the Forest again? Yeah, like I said, I've never played it, so I wouldn't doubt it. Like, there's so many games that I've seen out there that I'm like, is that Unity? Is it? Then I'll go look, check out their studio page or something like that, and I'll see a bunch of other Unity games that they've done, or just screenshots or something like that. It's like, I seen a couple commercials the other day that had Unity in them, and I was like, oh my god, there's something about being creative, and I can't remember if it's Verizon or something like that. It's one of the big companies. They're running basically a Be Creative campaign, and in the background you can actually see someone working in Unity on the computer, and it just kind of made me chuckle. You were reading Game Maker all this time? I don't think it was made with Game Maker, unless Game Maker's significantly changed over the years. The Playmaker plugin, in case someone hasn't allowed you, it's a visual scripter. Basically, it just makes a bunch of state machines for you, which of course was answered by the next ones. There's a couple Playmaker ones right now. If you have Unity Pro, the level 11, one of the level 11 assets is, was it like I can't remember, some GUI visual scripting as well. I grabbed it. I cannot talk in a British accent. I'm the same way with visual scripting. I already code, so I don't care about visual scripting. But for people that don't code and don't want to learn, it's definitely something to look into. Right now, it all seems to be about the advertising as far as earnings go on mobile platforms and in-app purchases. A couple of people that I've talked to, it's pretty much the advertising, especially with the new Unity ads or that Unity ad format. There's a few other plugins you can get. Not necessarily plugins, but there's a few other systems you can hook into that are familiar or like Unity ads. And I know a lot of people have had some really good luck with that. My God, it's taking forever for these light maps. Oh, you've never seen my stream? Well, here you go. Hopefully we can start this up and keep it going for a little while. I think it's actually easier to advertise on mobile platforms now. Like I said before, you could never incentivize. Uh, Now it's all incentive. Of course, you also have to change the way you design your game because you have to be able to give them some sort of incentive for it. Now, you don't necessarily have to give them coins or gems. You could give them retries or something like after, maybe you have a racing game and it's just a simple, like a 30-second to picture Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird, you hit the post, you die, but maybe if you watch this ad, you can continue instead of restarting. There you go. They watch a 30-second ad, boom, they're back in the game. I don't know if that would actually work for that particular game because most people I don't even think live 30 seconds. So, as far as marketing your game, is that what you're talking about? For advertising to advertise your mobile game, that's hard. I really don't have a solution for that. Go to meetups, like network. It's really what it's all about. Meet people that are doing gamey things. Like if you went to your meetups, for as far as your game developer meetups go, you're going to meet a lot of other people. You can show them your games. They might think it's cool. Tell a few friends. If you go to conferences and stuff like that, you're going to meet these people that can help you advertise your game. Networking is probably the best tool you have for getting your game out there. Yeah, a lot of big studios use Unity. Wow, really far behind. Yeah, Unity free, or sorry, it's called personal now, and pro are the same. They're the exact same as far as the features in the engine. All the features are unlocked for the old Unity Free, which is now called Personal. The difference is you're still going to get that splash screen. You don't get access to the dark editor colors. You still have to use the gray ones. And there's extra services that they provide if you go look on the website that you can get with Unity Pro. And you basically get like an intermediate level of them with Unity Pro, where Unity Free you have to pay if you want those extra services. So for stuff like cloud builds, you can go and get free subscription to cloud builds, which allows you to. It's really cool. If you haven't looked at cloud builds yet, you should definitely do that. To be able to go send your games out and have them built on all these different platforms and sent to whoever needs to be sent, and emails are sent around notifying people when new builds are done. You get a certain package as a free user, but as a pro user, you get a little bit more basically. And the same thing for, I think it's for analytics. You're part of the level 11 pack. Here, I can show you that one right here. I don't have to log into anything. So for instance, because I'm a pro user, I get this level 11 option. So every month I get free assets. This month, these are the assets that were offered to me for free. So UScript was the one I was talking about. That's like Playmaker. Playmaker was actually, I got Playmaker free through level 11. The first month I think they ran it. And I think it's regularly $95. So of course the first month was the best month. This month it's been pretty bad. I think the best thing out of here was probably the music pack, at least as far as me, what I'd use. But of course, you also get some pretty good discounts too. I was gonna say it's all 50%, but it looks like it's even more for being a level 11 member. Realistic Explosions. Now, I don't think you can subscribe to level 11. Oh, maybe you can. Actually, yes, you can. And I forget how much it was a month. Does it say? I remember looking at it thinking it wasn't worth it. I can't remember if it was like $20 a month or something like that. But as a pro user, it's like one of those extra perks. I liked it. I needed pro because I do some Unity work for clients. And because of that, I need pro. But other than that, if you're just starting out, get personal. That's all you need. Is the stream really quiet for anyone else? I'm sorry. It shouldn't. Is it still quiet for anyone else? Is this better? So I'm not sure why it's quiet. Here you go. I've turned up the volume. I don't like the mic that close to me. Let me know if this is better. I've turned it up. I don't want to turn it up too much because I don't want to get hissing. There's a few other options I can do. We can play around with it next stream. But let me know if this is better. About finding players for your game. Oh, you were talking about finding players for your game, not about adding ads to the game? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, just networking is the best way to get that out there. Well, the thing about Crossy Roads is a lot of people look at it and go, oh my God, they had such success because of Unity ads. And it's not because of Unity ads that they were so successful. Unity ads, sure, they got them the money. But what made them so successful is that they literally preyed on the big YouTube celebrities. Like they put PewDiePie's dogs in the game, and all those big YouTube celebrities went and played it, streamed it. You know, PewDiePie's got like, at the time, what, like 30 million followers or something like that. How many of those people went out, downloaded the game, and spent a little bit of money on it? Plus, the game is just generally fun and addictive. But I'm pretty sure a huge chunk of their money came directly from YouTube players. Jenkins. I've heard of Jenkins. I can't recall off the top of my mind what it is. I think it's an ad service, right? Oh, there we go. Yeah. The thing I like about Crossy Roads is it fits right into that niche of type of games that I like, where you pick it up. I call them supermarket games. Where you pick it up, you play for a bit, and then you're done. You know, it's time to check out. Boom. It's not one of those all-encompassing, like for mobile games. That's what I like. It's not one of those things where you sit down on the couch and you're like playing for an hour. Hey.
I just want my iPod.
Your iPad's not down here. You brought it upstairs.
Oh,
Here, hand me a creeper.
okay. Why?
I want to show them.
Can I
Okay.
show them?
No, I'll show them. Okay, you go upstairs. I got to keep it here. Okay.
Can
Okay. No, just
You need
go upstairs,
to
please.
change this thing.
Shut up, Grandma. Grow a beard.
I'm Crafty TV. Thank you for following. Welcome to the stream.
And scruff.
All right. We're printing out little 3D with 3D printer. So we printed out a bunch of little 3D creepers for them to paint. With articulating heads. Anyway. Oh, you got Playmaker 75% off? That's cool, but I got it for free. Well, I guess technically I didn't get it for free because I had to pay for Unity Pro.
You need to change this
So is the
thing.
sound better?
Grandma. Grow a beard.
DM Joe Knox, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Man, we might hit that 1,000 today. We just keep going. Yeah. Marketing can turn any polished piece of poop into a gold mine. If you polish it enough, you can make a diamond.
You need to shave this thing.
Shut up, Grandma. Grow a beard. Up in the beard. Drink to the beard, 'cause beards are good.
Oldest, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are we doing here? Man, let me just go ahead and move my person here up a bit. So you can see. I'm trying to answer all the questions and give this enough time to try to bake out some of these light maps so we can see how much better it looks. But I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it in time.
You need
Oh, so
to
you do hear me
change
better?
this
Great.
thing.
Hopefully there's no hiss or anything. Wow. Indie Wolf Gaming, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Everyone say hello to Indie Wolf Gaming. There's been quite a few that I've bought. Maybe a little bit embarrassed about how much money I've spent on the asset store. Only 3 hours. Oh, cough time. Man, I might as well take up smoking. Only 3 assets I've bought were 2D Toolkit. I wouldn't use that. Playmaker and Orc Framework. I don't use any of those. So I would consider them essential. Any others you consider essential? Let's see. It really depends on what you're doing. I'm not sure if I have it here. If you do a lot of level design, you're going to want this terrain relief thing, this here. Whoa, $40 I thought when I bought it. Unless I had an update and updated the price. I'll let you go ahead and explore it. We'll just open up one picture here. If you do a lot of 3D model or a lot of level development inside of Unity, you're definitely going to want this. It's awesome. What else do I consider essential? I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Sorry. I buy tons of particle effects. But yeah, that's the only thing. If anyone else can think of anything that they consider essential, go ahead and let them know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. And I'm not sure. The chat on YouTube died, I think. Anyway, Twitch. Yes, the CI server. You're skier, you don't have money for assets? I'm not sure what skier means. Is that like poor in another, or broke in another country or another language? Yeah. The cool thing about Five Nights at Freddy's is that his art style, a lot of people used to rag on him because he make all these like little cutesy rainbowy unicorn type stuff. And people used to rag on him all the time about it. So he went ahead and started making these really ugly things, and it took off. I think he's got what, three of them out. I think fourth. Is the fourth one out yet? My son talks about it a lot. He keeps wanting me to get the game, but I'm like, maybe we'll pass. But anyway, I think I've caught up on all the questions. Okay. So is it pronounced skier? Am I at least pronouncing it right? I've caught up on the questions. I'm going to jump back in, do some more work. I was really hoping this would have caught up. Oh well. Okay, what time is it? My wife wants to... Oh, Christ. I didn't realize it was that late. I'm supposed to take my son shopping at 3:30. So I have about 10 minutes. So let's see if I can't at least get one chandelier hung in here. Once I get the first one hung, I really am going to have to let the global illumination maps bake out so I can see how bright it is in here. So I might have to go ahead and just stick some hidden lights here and there just to brighten it up or increase the bouncing inside of here. We'll see. First we'll have to come here, static, props. Nope. Backup one.
You need to shave this.
Here we go.
Shut up,
Hanging.
grab a beer, dump in the beer, drink to the
Merkham.
beer, 'cause beers
Welcome
are
to the
good.
stream. Thank you for the follow. Everyone say hello to Mirko. So it's pronounced different in Dutch. I never know. It's another language. I have enough trouble with English. Okay. Is this another one of the ones where it's way off? Well, actually, I have it too high. Well, check out the size of my chain. I got the wrong. So how many people play Skyforge? That's been my game. My poison as of late. I really like the system that they have going. Bring it down just a bit. And of course, we're going to want to go ahead and put that under the temple. Or the palace, I should say. Man, the computer's really chugging along. Look how slow everything is. Okay, we need a material for it. I like to drop it right on. So, textures. And it was part of buildings, right? Yeah. I don't suppose it's the same one, is it? It is. I thought so. Okay, we got that down. If we click on it, look at this light map. It should be the same, right? Yeah. So how is it pronounced if you could phonetically type it? The combat. Yeah, my wife does not like the combat in Skyforge. I like it. I really like the leveling system. The fact that there's no EXP, you get sparks and you get to spend them elsewhere. I really like the way the system works. I haven't seen Evil Land 2 yet. We'll have to see. Okay, so I'm going to go in and one of these ground cauldrons. Go ahead, take my fire complex and copy it. Come into... No. There we go. Paste it. Nope. Lag is killing me, man. Come on, drop it. There we go. We'll zero out its position. And, of course, that puts it over here, of course. Stupid pivot points. Oh, it's like sheep. Then after each other. Yeah. Oh, well. I can't even remember what the word was. I thought it was a skier or something like that. This might actually be too big. Let's just go ahead. We'll jump in game and take a look. That's going to stop this. I just realized it's too late. I've already hit play. When I take... wait, let's get orientated first. Okay, we might want to tame that torch down up there. And move it up a bit more, I think. Yeah. Why is it so low? It is pretty much perfectly centered, though, so I can use that to help center the table. But I'm going to move this up a bit. I wonder if I can just scale it on the wire by like 0.8. So you don't want to go too high because you're just going to go through the roof. But as long as I'm not going through the roof, I'm okay. Yeah, that texture looks so much better, doesn't it? Now that I've taken out so much of the shine. It still seems super low. Anyway. Leave that on auto. At least you get stuff done when it's on auto. I think it should be the right height now. At least you can see that house now. Boy, is it bright over there. I might get rid of a few of the... Since it's kind of a decrepit area, I don't need all the torches lit. And how the hell did I get lost? There we go. Oh, because I stopped the light map generation, my train's all black. And the... Yeah, that's fine. I'll fix it once it catches up. Okay, that's better. It's not right on top. It's too much bloom. That does freak me out, though, the textures. Okay, well, anyway, it's 3:30. I told my son I'd take him shopping at 3:30. We're going to go to Toys R Us. This needs time to generate a light map. I keep wanting to put a version up so people can run around and playing it. If the light maps get done by the time I'm back from the store, I'll at least put some builds up on the website, BurgZergArcade.net. I'm not sure if I'll make a web player. To be honest, I'm not sure if this will work in a web player. The fog and that, it should. Last time I tried, it wasn't working in Safari. It did work in Firefox, though. I'll have to take a look. There might be some shaders, because a lot of the fog that I'm using could easily be done with a shader as well. I just didn't want to use a shader. Anyway, I'm going to have to wrap up. Yeah, it does look really odd with no light map. That's the problem, is when you start... Hindsight being 2020, if I would have known ahead of time that I was going to do so much light map making and that, I would have left everything on real time and just waited to the end to start making light maps. But unfortunately, because I made them so early on, I'm kind of screwed. I'm kind of stuck with them now. Okay, but anyway, if anyone has any more questions, go ahead and let me know now before I turn the stream off, and I'll try to answer them for you. Other than that, I'm going to go take my kids shopping for some sick bricks. And again, for all the new followers and for the people that followed before, thanks a lot for showing up. I did not expect to have that many people show up today. Weird. So 851. We made almost 40 new followers today. Wow. I'm going to try to keep a streaming schedule. I'm not sure what it's set to right now. Right now, I'm looking at something like maybe Tuesday, Thursday. 5 hours each day, so from 9 to 2. Possibly running over as late as 2:30. My son gets home around then. Or that's when we have to go pick him up at the bus stop, which is just down the street. But when my son is here, I can't get anything done. He's just constant, la 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 la, wants to play games, nothing else. But I would like to at least try to get 2 days a week in. Maybe after things calm down a bit, I can get 3 days in. But right now, I need those extra days to actually work. So, if anyone else has any other questions, by all means, go ahead and ask them. Or I'll shut it down. When my hand goes up in the stream, when I actually see it go up, that's when we'll turn it off. So it's about 10 seconds from now. Well, 10 seconds for Twitch. 13 for YouTube. We'll go by YouTube time. Maybe the next time we stream, I'll go ahead and get the lighting set up a little bit better too. Won't be so hot for me. Okay. Well, we're going to clean up. I'm probably still going to keep this on YouTube as far as streaming to YouTube and to Twitch. I'll have to check later on today just to see how the quality came out on YouTube. I keep looking at this webcam, wrong one. See how the quality came out on YouTube. If it came out reasonably good, or at least good enough, then I'll go ahead and keep streaming to YouTube. Even if for the only reason is that I don't have to send it from Twitch over to YouTube after, and it's already there, that'll be good. Oh, we're not going to do them all. Our Toys R Us actually has its own store. But anyway, I'm glad you liked the tutorials. I might try to get on tomorrow. Probably not. I got to start doing some of the scripting and everything else. So, as much as I love streaming, I get very little work done when I'm streaming. But I like doing it. And how are we doing here? But I'm just going to let this run. And hopefully it's done. And I'll put a build up on the website. I'll make a new blog post for it. I'll probably put a Mac build up and a Windows build, if anyone's interested. And I'll see everyone later. Bye-bye. I need to get some videos loaded up for intros and outros.